I don't know about you, but when the weather really starts to warm up like it is here where I live on the east coast of the US, I crave a juicy, sweet, fruity fragrance. So I thought I would share the best juicy fragrances from my collection that I really love. Some of them are very new, some of them are tried and true. So if you want to see what they are, just continue to watch. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. I have some juice dripping fruity stuff on my table here, and there is the latest obsession of mine right here. In fact, this hasn't been in my collection for very long at all. It actually got added to my collection during winter, and I wasn't really in the mood for juicy fruity fragrances in the winter. Although this particular one right here is something that does work even in cold weather. It actually performs so well, lasts all day, projects like crazy, amazing sillage, 8-hour plus fragrance. And yes, it would work in cold weather too, but this is particularly juicy and fruity and mouth-watering. This fragrance, every time I smell it, my mouth waters. Well, let me first tell you what it is. This is by the fragrance house Shabu, and this is Caprice de Dijon. You guys, oh my god, this one, there it goes. Every time my mouth waters. There's something so mouth-watering in this fragrance. There's so many juicy fruity notes in here, but I can't quite pinpoint which of the juicy fruity notes makes my mouth just salivate. Okay, so let me go ahead and spray it. Oh my god, I just adore just how fruity and juicy this is. So as I was saying before I get started, I got it in the winter time when it was really cold, and I've been impatiently waiting for spring summer to arrive for me to wear this non-stop. I even wore it in the middle of winter just out of like impatience. There's some juiciest notes in here. Blackcurrant is one of the most juice bursting fragrance notes you will ever find. Blackcurrant, if you want to give that juicy burst into fragrances right in the opening especially, that's what you put in fragrances. Blackcurrant. It is such a juicy burst in the opening, and then you have this very like ripe, juicy, syrupy mandarin orange with that blackcurrant that makes it even more juice dripping. I mean, very ripe with that mandarin and the blackcurrant together. And then you have lychee, which is another delicious juicy fruit with a little hint of pink pepper, which gives you like all these happy thoughts. It's like this soft spice note that's just bubbly, you know. And of course, not to mention, you have cherry, raspberry, all these other juicy fruity notes. You guys, I can't remember everyone. And then you have some beautiful florals like rose, you know, in here. Oh my gosh, this is a little woody as well. This just drips juice, you guys. I think it's mostly that blackcurrant, the mandarin orange, it's very syrupy, with the lychee that really make this super juicy. The inspiration for this, they say, is the cherry picking time in southern France, but I gotta tell you, like, more than cherry, this is just juicy fruity overall. And yes, you do smell the cherry. Yes, the cherry is very much there, very realistic, natural smelling cherry note. Cherry notes are not natural, by the way, it's always synthetic, but it smells so natural in here. Oh my gosh, I can't stop smelling my hand and stop salivating. When I wear this fragrance, I smell so delicious. My husband loves this one on me. I've only gotten to wear it, gosh, like a handful of time. I would say 2 or 3 times. And I was waiting for the right season to come. And now that it's finally here, this is going to be a staple this spring and summer. I would say, even though this is a strong fragrance, not overly strong, but like a well-performing fragrance, you know, 8 hours plus, lasts a long time, projects and all that, I would say this is more for the warm weather. The juicy dripping factor of this fragrance is for warm weather. And yes, I forgot to almost mention, I've already gotten a compliment out of the, what, like the 2-3 times I wore it. Somebody said, "Ooh, girl, you smell delicious." So it obviously smells delicious to other people. To me, it smells just juicy. Oh, and yes, delicious. Shabu, very, very good. And I love Shabu fragrances, you guys. The chocolate one I have, the Lady Chocolat. Oh, I love that one too. This is actually one I'm happy to say that I have a discount code for. I'm looking at my table here. I don't think I have discount codes for many of these, except for 1, 2, maybe 2 I have discount codes for. I just realized, like, yeah, you guys, I mean, I will let you know when I do have discount codes that you can use to take some money off. This one is a must-have from Shabu if you are interested in exploring a very, very exclusively niche, very, very good and very rare type of niche fragrance house from France. That's a good house for you. Oh, you guys, one of the juiciest perfumes to ever exist is in my hands here. This, I believe, is my 2nd bottle of this, and I've already put a dent into this one. This one is Parfum de Marly Meliora. You guys, this one is one of the juiciest fragrances on the planet. I'll spray it on the back of this hand. This is so juicy. I believe this has a juicy blackcurrant note in the opening too, but I don't know if it's revealed in the composition. But this has like juicy raspberry, lemon. There are other red berries, very juicy berry notes like red berries and blackcurrant together in the opening with those citrus notes like lemon essence, you know. Oh, and it has the most beautiful floral notes in the middle, like ylang ylang, rose. There's jasmine tea note in here that I absolutely love. Oh my god, this is bursting in juice right on the back of my hand here, you guys. A good dose of vanilla and musks that make it really feminine and sexy. This is one of the signature scents of Salma Hayek, you guys. Apparently Salma Hayek loves this fragrance. Oh, it's like a bursting blackcurrant on the back of my hand here. I smell the blackcurrant the most over like raspberries and red berries and all that stuff. Very juicy. Like I said, blackcurrant is like the juiciest fruity notes to ever have existed. Like, look, I've already put a pretty nice dent into this after having gone through like an entire bottle at some point. You know what I was thinking, you guys? I should do like an empty perfume bottle empties video. I actually am collecting them. I'm collecting them. I don't know why I've never thought to do that. Well, probably because I was waiting to get a little bit more empties. I mean, you have to understand, I have 600 plus fragrances in that cabinet in the background. Boy, it's hard for me to put a dent into a fragrance because I'm always rotating through fragrances and trying new fragrances, getting new fragrances, buying new fragrances. So it's very hard to go back to continue to wear the same fragrance many times. Although I die hard love some of them. So when you go through a fragrance, you really know you love that fragrance. Oh my gosh, one of the most beautiful juicy fragrances in the world is in my hand right here. This is such a dripping, juicy, juicy, juicy fragrance, you guys. I cannot get enough of it. Oh, okay, I took the chain off because I didn't want to keep dangling around. There's a little chain, gold chain with a little sun in there. You guys, considering the fact that this hasn't been in my collection for very long at all, and I received it late fall, which isn't the right season for this at all, I've put a pretty good, decent dent into this, okay? I've put a pretty good, decent dent into it, considering that only now is it the time for this to be worn. You know what's so juicy about this fragrance? It is that wild strawberry note. It's not your regular strawberry. The wild strawberries have that note has a little bit of like tartness and a juicy tartness. You know, those like slightly tart, sour, but sweet, juicy, fruity notes, you know? And that particular quality, you know, like the strawberries, wild strawberries have, especially like, you know, when you squish a wild strawberry leaf, you get that kind of like feel that is in here too. And the juiciness of the strawberries. Oh, this is so good. I don't have to spray this. I don't have to spray this. This is so good. It's projecting right out of here, by the way, you guys. This is a good projector, lasts a really long time. Considering it's a, okay, my mouth is watering. Considering that it is a juicy, warm weather fragrance, you know, the performance is tip top. Like it lasts like 8 hours for me. So juicy, you guys. This has like a juicy pomegranate note in here too, and that very, very juicy mandarin orange note. Like I told you, like in that Shabu one too, when you put mandarin, like in juicy fruity fragrances, they tend to put like the citrus note they like to put in the opening tends to be mandarin because it adds to that syrupy juiciness of fragrances. This has some delicate, gorgeous florals like water lily, you guys, so pretty. Lily of the valley, two of the most feminine, demure, gorgeous, goddess-like floral notes to ever exist. Oh, big dose of musk that makes it super sexy. Gosh, I love Emmikalaf. Like, they just know how to make fragrances, you guys. Holy moly, like my husband, like the gin and tonic, he can't put that down. He's abandoned all of the fragrances in his little mini collection. That's what he wears all the time, and that's his favorite. And this is like my gin and tonic version, or my gin and tonic, you know, because that's masculine fragrance. This is a feminine one. Oh, so juicy. I just love it. Ooh, I almost forgot to mention the ambergris in the base of this fragrance, I believe adds to the juiciness. Ambergris is a good base note because it has like sort of that marine vibes, you know, you guys, with woodiness. So it's a really good base note for this. Sandalwood is obviously the right woody note for this fragrance. Very, very sensual. Good God, this is so good, you guys. Such a juicy, fruity fragrance. If you're a fan of mouth-watering, juice-bursting, sweet and tart, delicious, at the same time somehow super fashionable and edgy smelling fragrance, you know what? This is the one for you. Soleil Passion. Did I ever tell you what this is? This is Emmikalaf Soleil Passion. Oh, by the way, I do have my standing discount code with the House of Emmikalaf. That's the other one I have discount code for you guys. Go down in the description box. I will link it down below for you with the discount code. Then I have this new gorgeous stunner that I got in my collection just now, days ago, from the Sephora Spring Savings event. This is a house I'm not familiar with. This is by the house Brown Girl Jane, and the fragrance is Carnivale. You guys, this is the juiciest, juice dripping, sweet mango perfume to have ever existed. I mean, I'll be talking about another one here soon, another mango perfume, but you guys, this one is juicy, so juicy. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spray this, you guys, right now. You know what, why not? I'll just be a fruit cocktail today, okay? I'll just like wear Did I spray on this hand yet? No, I didn't, right? So let me just spray it. Oh, you guys, this has the most realistic, juicy, sweet mango note. It's a Caribbean mango note that's in here. There it goes, my mouth watering like crazy. Oh, it just starts to salivate. It's crazy how my mouth thinks that it's some sort of juicy, fruity food. This smells so delicious. My husband, the other day I was, well, I just got this fragrance from the Sephora sale I told you. So I haven't had a chance much to like wear it so much around. I've had it about maybe a couple of chances to wear this. But it's one of the juiciest fruity fragrances in my collection. So the other day I was doing a video with this. You know, I sprayed it on. And my husband walked into the room as I was filming. And he's like, oh my gosh, what is that fragrance? That is just beautiful. It's so delicious. What is that? Oh, he like frantically like started going through the bottles that I had on my table and like, is that it? Is this the one? Is this one? Is this the one? And then he smelled it and said, it's this one. It's this one right here. It's this one. He did the same thing actually with room 1015. 1015's new fragrance, Wave Child. He had the same type of reaction to Wave Child too. Like, there are very few fragrances that he loses his stuff over, you guys. So I think it says something. He loves this one. He thinks it's delicious, and I do too. It smells so delicious. Yes, it smells like a juice dripping mango fragrance, but not literally, you guys. I mean, you're not gonna smell like a walking mango. That's not what I'm saying. It's just so delicious. It smells that deliciousness of a juicy mango. If you translated it to a woman that smells just edible, that's what it smells like. So juicy, juicy, juice fragrance. Vanilla, big dose of vanilla with that Caribbean mango note. Some florals, absolutely delicious. Got it from the Sephora VIB sale. You know, packaging is kind of cute, but this is plastic. It's not the best packaging, but I don't care. I don't care. And this projects and it lasts. So yeah, another juicy fragrance that, you know, I always like in the summertime. Although I haven't been able to give it the attention it needs because of the amount of fragrances that I have. But I'm so looking forward to wearing this spring and summer. This is Eau de Bijou, you guys, by House of Sillage. This is that deliciously juicy. I can't smell this very much out of the atomizer, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it right here. Oh, juicy, very juicy. Oh, you guys, this has got a juice dripping mango note in here too, but it's paired with grapefruit in the opening, so it's this citrusy, juicy burst with that juicy mango in the opening. Oh my gosh, it's got a bit of a powderiness, and it has a note, Karakorunde, a floral note that's native in like West Africa. It's like a flowering shrub, like a floral note, you guys, okay? It's beautiful. It also has like heliotrope, loads of amber, but what I smell the most in this fragrance is that juicy bursting mango with other juicy bursting fragrances. I'm almost like willing to bet that this has also blackcurrant, because I can smell a juice burst like you get from only blackcurrants. Such a juicy, 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 perfect for warm weather type of fragrance. Eau de Bijou, I really want to give it the attention that it deserves this spring and summer, because I have not been able to wear it around as much as I should. Speaking of mango fragrances, you guys, oh my god, delicious. Well, not just mango, this is a gorgeous tropical fruit smoothie, okay? This smells so delicious. This is, of course, Xerjoff Cruz del Sur 2. Oh my god, this fragrance screams poolside bar, tiki party, dinner by the seaside, poolside, that type of fragrance, you guys. Oh my gosh, this smells absolutely stunning. This has the juiciest mango and pineapple notes, you guys. It's like really juicy tropical fruity notes. It's the sweetest little sweet, and the sweetness in here is just really beautiful, really beautiful. It has some really beautiful floral notes too, but I tell you, the stars of the show are those tropical fruity notes, the pineapple, the juicy mango. The florals are kind of like in the background, you know. Oh, this smells like essentially a sexy perfume version of a very delicious smelling juicy fruit cocktail or fruit smoothie, okay? I think there's a dried fruit note in here because the dry down is very sweet and delicious in a kind of like the same way the dried fruit smell, and a little slight creaminess, that the kind of creaminess that you get from like milk or coconut milk, but no, this doesn't smell like coconuts at all. So maybe just like a, you know, a little milk. If I'm not mistaken, this has that. My mouth is watering. I brought this on our summer vacation last summer, you guys. And by the way, you don't have to spray very much at all. Like this I've had for a while. And look at this. I brought it even on my summer vacation. I have barely put a dent into it. Well, first of all, guys, if you are spraying your fragrances right, you know, right on your pulse points, and not like this, you're wasting a lot of your fragrance. No wonder if you are going through your fragrance really fast, you're probably wasting the juice by spraying the wrong way. If you missed that video, I actually uploaded a video about how to wear perfumes correctly to get compliments and for it to last long. So check out that video if you missed that. I'll link it down in the description box. So yeah, if you spray perfumes correctly, this type of fragrances that are very nice and potent will last you forever. This one he brought on our summer vacation last year when we went to Cabo, and oh my gosh, like I got compliments by the poolside, which is exactly where I wore this. There was a poolside restaurant that we had dinner at and drinks at, and I got a ton of compliments. I was sitting by the pool wearing this many of the days. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely delicious. My husband loves the way this smells as well. Very delicious, fruity, mango-y, pineapple, juicy fragrance. Now this one, you guys, has been a forgotten fragrance. I will have to admit that obviously because of the number of fragrances I have. I bought this like a year or so ago, and I wore it a few times and I forgot all about it because of the number of fragrances I have. But this time, the moment the weather warmed up, all of a sudden I thought, oh my gosh, Jardin Exclusive by Mancera. I'm like, I have to wear this. I like out of nowhere thought of this fragrance and how juicy and fruity this is. Of course, this smells a little bit synthetic because, as you know, the Mancera and Montal DNA tends to be a little bit synthetic, you know, but it doesn't take away from how beautiful this fragrance is. A lot of the fragrance notes tend to be synthetic anyway, you guys, but it depends on the fragrance how sometimes you can make the synthetic notes actually smell very natural and realistic. You know, like cherry note, for example. Cherry note is synthetic. But some perfume houses make it smell so realistic, whereas some make it smell like cough syrup. You know, it depends. So, oh, this is such a juicy burst of fruits, you guys. This has a very juicy blackcurrant note right in the opening. You know, the juiciness of blackcurrant, super juicy, you know. And that orange note, that syrupy orange note, always a good pairing with fruity, juicy fragrances. Instead of bergamot. You're not going to find bergamot in many of the very juicy fruity fragrances. It's going to be more like mandarin orange or lemon that you find, which this, by the way, also has lemon. This also, I believe, has like juicy pear and peach notes, which are super juicy and feminine too. This is definitely feminine. It has some pretty florals like jasmine and rose. Of course, sensual sandalwood, like I said. Sandalwood is the woody note of the choice for fruity, juicy fragrances like this. Lots of vanilla as well. Absolutely delicious. I actually remember getting compliments on this, although I only wore it like 3 times. I got a lot of compliments. And yes, you don't want to overspray this. This is quite strong. Spray, 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 spray. That's it. Okay, not a fragrance you want to overspray, which is why I've only barely put a dent wearing those 3-4 times last summer or the summer before, I can't remember. So beautiful. This is a compliment getter. Very juicy. It's kind of like a synthetic version, a little bit more synthetic version of Meliora, you guys, in a kind of way. They're kind of somewhat similar. Even the juice colors look similar. Another juicy friend right here. This is Kilian Playing with the Devil. Don't ask me why the name. Don't get the name. There's nothing dark or weird about this fragrance. This is a straight up juicy, feminine, gorgeous, juice bursting fragrance. There's nothing devil about it, nothing devilish about it. Maybe they're talking about like the forbidden fruit because it's fruity, playing with the devil. I don't know. Okay, I don't get it. There would be quite a reach, wouldn't it, though? Like that kind of rationale to name it this way. Weird name. This also has that juicy bursting blackcurrant, of course. I believe this has a beautiful juicy blood orange note, which is also syrupy like mandarin orange, and really delicious. Blood orange is a specific smell that's so delicious. I think this also has like juicy pear, some lychee, which are all really juicy fruity notes. It has a bit of a kick from pimento, you guys. I think this has a bit of a kick. Maybe it's that what it's saying about with the devil reference. I don't know, like there is a bit of a kick, but the kick is not that noticeable, so I don't understand. Yes, there's a kick, but it's not that noticeable, okay? Spicy kick, I mean. Oh, floral notes like rose and jasmine, of course, but oh, loads of vanilla. Sandalwood, of course, is the woody note. Very vanilla-y actually base in the base. I think it has like tonka bean, vanilla, and benzoin, which also all smell vanilla-like. Benzoin is a resin note that smells like vanilla. But anyway, amber, I'm sure as well. This one, you guys, is just a juice bursting, juicy, fruity fragrance. Another couple of super juicy, fruity fragrances are these right here, you guys. This is by Kajal, the fragrance house Kajal. One is the Hub and one is Lamar. I'll talk about both of them really quickly. Let me spray the Hub first. So beautiful. Oh, this is one of the most delicious, juicy, fruity fragrances, passion fruit fragrances. Okay guys, I mean, passion fruit smells absolutely delicious and juicy. It's one of the most juicy, fruity notes to ever exist. I absolutely adore passion fruit and fragrances. This is a passion fruit fragrance through and through, and it's bursting with juice. It's got some citrus notes in the opening, some apple I think too, but it's the passion fruit that's the star. It's really hard to find a fragrance that has passion fruit, but it's the star of, right? This you can smell. Oh, smell that juicy passion fruit. Really beautiful. I want to start wearing this a little bit more often this spring and summer because it's absolutely delicious. One of the most delicious passion fruit fragrances to ever exist. And this is kind of the pineapple fragrance. This has some rose too, so it's kind of like a juicy pineapple fragrance with like beautiful floral notes. This has the juiciest pineapple note with some like red berries. Again, red berries are juicy, like kind of like blackcurrant. Very juicy with some rose and jasmine and some white florals, guys. Loads of amber in the base. There's a lot of like sweetness from the vanilla and amber in the base. Very kind of musky too. It's just a beautiful juicy pineapple-y fragrance. So this one is juicy passion fruit. This is juicy pineapple. Either way, very juicy, okay? Love a good juicy fruity fragrance for the summer. Okay, you guys, the last but not least, this one right here. Oh my gosh, this is one of those amazing Middle Eastern fragrances that that I discovered and I absolutely adore. Like, I've gone through so much of it. I don't know if you guys can see, I put quite the dent into it, like down to here, This is super affordable, and it is Jasmine Wisp by the fragrance house La Yukwam, I think it's called. Yeah, this thing is the so juicy, juiciest fragrance, you guys. Now I told you passion fruit fragrances are hard to come by, especially one that has such a juicy bursting passion fruit note. Here's another one. Yes, this smells a little synthetic, but you guys, it smells delicious. And passion fruit note tends to be synthetic anyway. The citrus notes in the opening are like mandarin and lemon, because you know guys, it really helps with the juiciness, the juicy mandarin, syrupy mandarin, and lemon too. And this has a juicy peach and a juicy pear note. They're all very juicy, and a little bit of coconut, I think coconut milk, I want to say. Loads of vanilla kind of sweetness in the base from like vanilla tonka bean, and there's amber too, which is kind of like, you know, sweet. Oh good lord, you guys, this screams summertime. It's one of those juice dripping amazing summertime fragrances that you can bring on a vacation, you can wear to the beach, you can wear to go out, you know, you can just overall summertime amazingness. Okay, so good for the price, especially. It's super affordable. Yeah, Jasmine Wisp. I almost forgot this one. This is Mango Skin by Wilhelm Perfumery. This one is not your typical mango fragrance, you guys, in that it's not like dripping juicy mango-y smelling the way Carnivale is, or even Cruz del Sur 2 is. This is not like a sweet juice dripping mango. It's rather a little bit of a, not a sour, but like a not a very ripe mango kind of. That's what I'm getting from this, but very juicy nonetheless. Very juicy. It's not too overly mango-y in a sweet sense, you know, and it has notes like blackberries and more juicy notes. This has a very interesting floral note, black lotus, like the really dark, almost blue like lotus, jasmine, beautiful floral notes. This is really very juicy fragrance. When you spray it on, it's like a burst of juice, you know, juiciness. Perfect for summertime especially. You know, you can even wear it in spring. So you guys, those are the juiciest, juice dripping, fruity fragrances in my collection that I love to enjoy in spring and summer when the weather warms up. Do you guys know of mouth-watering, delicious, juice-dripping, juicy fragrances? Let me know down in the comments section if I missed any, because I would like to get my hands on more of this type of juice ones. I tell you, I'm most excited to wear. I'm actually very excited to wear all of them, but there are some that I'm really excited to wear this summer that I'm just really excited to wear it. I mean, this one, ooh, I love these type of juicy fruity fragrances, you guys. They're also sweet fragrances because they're juicy fruity, but they're also quite sweet, and I know most people love a good sweet fragrance. My husband in general loves all of these. If it's sweet, he loves them. He's a little crazy about this one, he loves this one. He loves Meliora, by the way. Yeah, he loves that type of fragrances. So you guys, let me know down in the comment section what your juicy perfumes are. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Why not? If you watch my content, it really helps me grow my channel and it costs you nothing. And of course, don't forget to ring the notification bell, otherwise YouTube will do crazy stuff like unsubscribe you without your knowledge, or not let you know when I upload, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Go on over to my other channel, my beauty and makeup channel, Cleo Luxe Life. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to that if you also love to look good as much as you love to smell good, you guys. Okay, I will see you guys in my next video.